Hey guys, Brian here from Solid Woodworks. I want to show you how to install your drawer system once you have finished building it. Today I'm just going to show you in the 5th Gen 4Runner how to remove the cargo piece that's in the back here that you'll need to remove to install your L brackets. So if you follow me around here, I'll show you what tools you can use and how to get that piece out. To remove this cargo slanted cover right here that holds in these D-rings, you will need a screwdriver and a 10mm socket. I actually have a 10mm socket attached to my drill right here since I do so many of these. So what you'll do is get underneath this plastic piece right here with a little screwdriver, the flathead, and just slowly pop it up like such, exposing the 10mm bolt in there. As I said, you can use your socket and loosen this, or if you have the tool to attach the drill motor, unscrew it, and that'll pop right out just like such. Now that you have this 2 D-ring bolts out, you're gonna come from the corner here and pull, run your hand along, and there'll be one clip in this zone. You're just gonna wanna apply pressure outwards slowly until you get it to clip. You were just pulling this section out right here. See, nothing broke. So apply pressure directly from the center right here up, and you'll get that entire cover out. You will not need that anymore. Now it exposes these 2 sections here and here where the L brackets will mount to. So now that you have this exposed, you can actually use the same bolts from your D-rings here. Just want to pop those out of there. And here are the L brackets that are used for either the 3rd, 4th, or 5th Gen 4Runner. For the 5th Gen 4Runner, you want to place it right here in the front location, hand tighten, and then get your drill to tighten the rest of the way. Make sure that's nice and straight, like that. Now you will have exposed these 2 locations to attach to your box. Now you want to insert the screws, hand tighten, and tighten up with a screwdriver or drill motor. So here we have the turnbuckles. Once we've installed the L brackets in the rear of the drawer system, we're going to now install the turnbuckles. So what you're going to want to do is release the hook on both sides by spinning the centerpiece. So just work your way down it like this. Probably want to get about half of it out. Spin around. The other side, same thing. So one side you'll spin left, the other side you'll spin right. Keep working it until you get the right length. So now that it is pretty opened up here, we'll come into the side here. So now that we can see that we have both hooks on the D-rings here, you want to spin the centerpiece. I'm going to spin it until it gets just kind of snug. I'm not going to tighten it up all the way because I want to go to the other side and do the same thing. I don't want to spin it super tight and have this whole box slide over. I want to go to the other side and make sure that the gap is the same on both sides. Now we are on the left side of the vehicle. Have both hooks on, spinning it, tightening it. You see right about now it is getting snug and both hooks are on. Both D-rings are pretty snug. I'm going to spin a couple more times until it's tight. I'm going to walk around to the other side and double check that one now as well. And now both sides should have the same gap here and be tight. Now that we have the 2 L brackets in, the turnbuckles on each side to all the stock D-ring points in the vehicle, I've not drilled any holes or attached anything that wasn't already there. I've used all 4 stock locations in the vehicle. Just kind of giving you a check. You can see that the entire box is in there. The whole 4Runner is moving with the box secured. So next step will be to attach your front cubby pieces in this location. There, and one over here. To do so, you'll have to remove the drawers. So to remove the locking drawers, you press down both blue tabs, pull it all the way out until it releases from the outside slide, and then just keep pulling, and the whole drawer will come out of the vehicle. This is your left front cubby, I call it. This piece will fit flush right here once you have the drawer slide out, and you'll attach it with 2 screws in from the side jamb of the box into the wood right there. Start screwing in. While you're having pressure in the back, attach the bottom screw. Now we have the left side cubby for the 5th gen here. That will sit just like that, with enough room around here, and we'll attach the hinge that you can buy in the 4Runner hardware package, just right here. So what I like to do is hold it tight right here, line up the hinge into the middle, take the screws associated with the hinge package, so I'll do one side first and I'll work my way over here. Noticing how I'm having the middle of the hinge on the middle of the 2 pieces of wood there, where they meet. There you go. Now I'll work my way down and do every other hole. You can fill up every hole if you'd like, but it's not really necessary. There's not gonna be a lot of weight on this. There we go. This is a nice section to throw some bungees, tie downs, things they need to get you really easily to the from the back of the vehicle that might not want to go in the drawers. Also, when this is open, you can still access this door here for your jack for the 4Runners. Once you have your right side cubby in, same as installing the left. Tons of storage down here, still able to access whether you have the storage options here or the subwoofer. This allows to have enough room for if you have the subwoofer, but we have the extra cutout here to be able to access your 12-volt plug and your 110. I just want to show you how the bed support piece and the cleat and hinges and all the screws will go together into your 4Runner drawer system. First things first, I want to show you a couple of the new things we have. A longer hinge here. We have the smaller bed support hinge, cleat, bed support pieces, and bed extension pieces, as well as screws for all of them. All you're going to need is a drill motor to install all this. All right, first thing you want to do is add the hinge to your bed support. This is the T that will hold the bed extension piece on and sit on the back of the second row seats. So what I like to do is just grab my pencil, mark a line, and you have a nice line that you can attach to. We'll grab our hinge here. We'll have plenty of these small screws left over from your cubbies. We're gonna wanna make sure that it's nice and flush right here, and add the 2 screws. Now that you have the 2 screws, all you have to do is take your piece like this. You'll see the lines here. Line it up and add the 2 screws on the inside. All right. Now your bed support piece is ready to be installed. This will fold down and just a much easier piece to store now that it folds. Next, we'll show you how to install the new hinge on this folding bed extension piece. We have this piece so it's easier to store, and it will fold nice and easily and pop back out to then land on the cleat in the back of your 4Runner. I'll mount it from one side back about 1 inch. You can eyeball it, or you can just take your pencil and do a quick little mark. We'll line that up on our mark and center the hinge along the center line like such. Get a screw into each side. Then I'll come to the opposite side, make sure it's right in the middle, making sure that both of these pieces are nice and tight together here. Now that we have both pieces together, you'll take your excess screws and just kind of start working your way down. I usually go every other hole from front to back. Just use up all the remaining screws you have. Now I'm going to show you how to install the cleat on the back of your drawer system that the bed extension will land on. Follow me into the 4Runner. I'm going to take our excess screws that we have in our pack. I'm just going to pre-drill a couple of them into here. Don't go all the way through and into your seats. Just go 1/4 inch in or so, evenly spaced throughout this piece of wood. It's all ready to go. We're going to take this piece, we're going to set it right here. As you can see, we have a 3/4 inch top. We're going to want to make sure it sets right under there. So now the bed extension will land right on top of this and create a nice flush surface. I like to work from one side to another. So I'm going to set it over here, make sure it's nice and flush right here. Screw it in. Same thing over here, nice and flush. Working my way over. Here is your bed support piece. It will fold out like so, and it will sit right before this fabric here. You'll have it just sitting right here on the carpet back. You kind of want to make sure that's in line with your drawer system so it's not protruding out each way. Now I'll bring in the bed support. You'll see it's folded in half. This is a new design, a lot easier to store, a lot easier to bring in and out of the vehicle. Once you bring it into the vehicle, all you're going to want to do is set it up here like this. And I kind of just unfold it like that. Nice and easy. Now what you're going to do is push it this direction towards the folded row. Like that. And you'll see it'll just snap right into place. Now you have your 4Runner bed set up. The length of this bed is about 5'9" and about 3.5 foot wide. So now you have a storage, camping, drawer, and bed system in your 4Runner.